Hello, welcome. I am Chitisha Gunnoo, a passionate individual with a deep commitment to SDG-aligned education. As a millennial in academia, I am driven by the ideas and perspective of young people. I strongly believe in the power of education to create positive change and foster sustainable development. So basically, about me, I have pursued my education at various prestigious institutions in Mauritius. So in fact, Mauritius is a small island in the African hemisphere. So I am working towards my doctoral studies in information system from the University of Mauritius, where I conduct research on formulating a framework for next generation teaching and learning in higher education institutions where I focus on pedagogy, learning, psychology, and policy in higher education. So basically, my normal day consists of carrying out research in the field of ICT. So I my day is a dynamic blend of exploration, innovation, and collaboration. With my morning beginning with reviewing latest research papers, technological advancement in the ICT field, staying up to date with emerging trends, and cutting edge technologies. So throughout the day, I engage in diverse activities such as designing and conducting experiments to explore novel solutions to real world problems, analyzing data to derive meaningful insights, and developing prototypes or software applications to demonstrate the practical application of my research. So I do a lot of collaborations with colleagues, industry partners, which form part of an integral part of my day as we exchange ideas, share expertise, and work together on interdisciplinary projects, whether attending conferences, workshops, or seminars to present my day, or participating in grant proposal writings to secure fundings for projects. So my idea as an academic researcher in Mauritius is the continuous pursuit of knowledge, innovation, and contributing to the advancement of technology in both academic and practical domains. But the problem that I encounter, in fact, is this part about promoting gender equality. So there has been a lot of issues I have encountered when trying to get my project, my research on track. So one of the project that I have encountered is in fact getting access to fundings or getting access to in fact opportunities such as um, grant and so on. So representation in of women in higher education faculties. So this issue I have found is not only I'm not the only one facing this issue because uh, in my country we are actually accustomed to patriarchal roles. So while I may seem qualified, my skills do not really stand out uh, in the local arena. So there, it's not only me, but it's hundreds, thousands, and millions of women who feel the same. And the facts we can see it. So representation of women in higher education faculties and executive position, which is kind of skewed. Why? Because we still do make part of the women of color, which is one of the things that are especially underrepresented in my country due to lack of diversity, equity, and inclusion in teaching practices and curriculum, as well as role models and support systems for students. So we are still like missing out some opportunities, but the where we have this proof here, we see like more females attending university and presenting leadership roles in business and education. And I really like this part about how Maya Angelou, who is one of the leading feminists in the world. So she wrote about that on Twitter with for the Poetry Foundation organization. And we also have the overwhelming evidence that diverse teams are more creative and productive when we have female involved in decision making and so on. So to address that, I think that there's a lot of things that we have to do, and I have these historical contexts where the role of academia. So we have like this struggle for recognition and equality, and these all of these barriers and discriminatory practices that limit access to education and advancement in academic fields. So very popular Marie Curie, who has made significant contribution to her discipline, inspiring future generations. And well, these efforts have, in fact, led to policies and initiatives aimed at addressing gender gaps, creating more inclusive environment in the academic field, and also progress challenges persists, including gender bias and underrepresentation in leadership roles. So, recognizing this context is in fact very important in understanding the ongoing fight for gender equality, especially in academia. So we all are working towards a more equitable future. And so what I am working towards is trying to bridge this gap in support with the Sustainable Development Goals in education geared towards SDG 5. So there's this focus about achieving gender equality, empowering all women and girls within this goal. And this is the part about education, which plays a crucial role in promoting gender equality and empowering girls to reach their full potential. So while access to quality education, which is like SDG 4, for girls have been recognized as a fundamental right and key driver of social and economic development. So not only globally, but even locally, we have these historical face significant barriers to education, including poverty, cultural norms and practices, discrimination, and gender-based violence. So investing in these girls' education have uh, research have shown far-reaching benefits, not only improving individual life but also contributing to broader societal development. And so these are like how I wanted to focus on my studies. So we have this policy and legislative framework developed locally and then from example in the global context, and then gender responsive curriculum, teacher training and professional development, community engagement and partnership, infrastructure facilities, and also partnership in the community. So, in fact, starting from the beginning is about policy and legislative framework, where I think locally, uh, focusing on my country, so Mauritius, in Mauritius, we are yet to establish a comprehensive policy and legislative framework that explicitly promotes gender equality in education. So I think that this framework, what will happen is that it should address issues such as eliminating gender-based discrimination, ensuring equal access to education as a whole, and fostering a safe and inclusive learning environment for girls. And coming to the part about gender responsive curriculum. So there's this part about how to develop a gender responsive curriculum which challenges stereotypes and empower girls in the educational system. So currently, the system in Mauritius is mixed system where we have male and female attending all the same educational system, starting from the primary level to the tertiary level. So all our education system are mixed. We have this co-education model that we follow here. And based on the curriculum also it's mixed. So girls have the opportunities to do subjects such as design and tech, and boys also have the opportunity to do subjects such as home economics, food and nutrition, and so on. So uh, based on that part, we see that there we have started to incorporate diverse perspectives, promoting gender equality and addressing different topics in the curriculum. that will support women's rights and leadership opportunities, and also encouraging critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making skills. So we do all of that through different education models, such as we have these theories such as experiential learning, social theories, and also project-based learning, which we focus a lot in our education system, and also which my research focus on. And coming to the third point, which is about teacher training and professional development. So I feel that providing teachers with training and the development, professional development programs on gender sensitive pedagogy is crucial. So here we have a lot of focus on social pedagogy, which we do in the local context. So this is to ensure that educators can create inclusive classroom addressing specific needs of girls and effectively challenging gender bias. So I really feel that the training should focus on how to achieve the promotion of girls' participation, encouraging active engagement, and also fostering supportive learning environment that value diversity. And coming to the fourth point is about infrastructure and facilities. So we have a lot of investment in infrastructure and facilities, since we do have these co-educational institution. So this includes building and maintaining safe and inclusive schools, providing separate sanitation facilities for girls, ensuring accessibility for girls, not only girls but people with disabilities, and also attention given to addressing cultural and societal barriers which may hinder access to education. And very important to point out that here in Mauritius we have diverse cultural belongings. So we have to cater for people to be to feel safe in the outside environment as they feel in the inside environment. So we have different cultural groups such as Hindu, Muslims, Chinese, and Catholic people. So we have to ensure that all these people feel safe outside when they study or in the learning environment. And coming to the point about community engagement and partnership, so it's important to ensure that engaging communities, parents, and local stakeholders is crucial for advancing SDG 5 in Mauritius. So we have a lot of awareness campaigns that we do, advocacy efforts. I am myself part of the Cyber Treasury initiative, as well as the Women in Tech Hub, where we help challenge gender norms and promote the value of girls' education, and also partnerships with civil society organizations, NGOs, the private sector, which provide additional support resources and expertise to enhance sustainable education initiative. So, in fact, all of these are part of my research, where I am trying to align SDG 5 with sustainable education in Mauritius. And I feel that it requires a comprehensive approach that address all these parts that I have mentioned: policy, curriculum, teacher training, infrastructure, community engagement. And all of these the result is to create an inclusive and empowering educational system that enable girls to thrive and contribute to sustainable development. Implementing these strategies and initiative, I think, will in fact contribute to overall achievement of sustainable goals and sustainable development agenda in Mauritius, which is one of the great focus that we are working on together with the Africa 2030 initiatives. So basically, these are what I have been working on. And coming to my belief and philosophy, so my passion here is about promoting education aligned with the SDG, and I am dedicated to explore innovative approaches to teaching and learning that with the sustainability, social responsibility, and global citizenship. Um, in fact, reflecting on my experience as a millennial in academia, I think I am constantly drawn to the transformative potential of education, which I think goes beyond imparting knowledge and focus on nurturing critical thinking, creativity, and empathy in students. So I think by aligning education with the sustainable development goals, we can really equip learners with the skills and mindset needed to address global challenges to build a better future. And I have personally contributed to several thoughts on new education systems and models, which I wish to see flourish for the betterment of the next generation. And the way forward, I aim to continue making significant contribution in the field of technology and education. I am an active advocate for the Internet Society, Yali for Her, Africa for Her, and I have published several research papers to explore the role of technology in facilitating international um, educational transformation, and I am dedicated to using my skills and knowledge to drive positive change and innovation in the digital era. So this is basically how I aim to continue my work on, and thank you. I wish to inspire more youngsters to lead and achieve these goals of transforming education and using their skills and knowledge to drive positive change in the world.